when I said that what is happening in Gaza is a genocide. Of course, 2 months afterward, the ICJ is looking at it, and they even issued provisional measures against the state of Israel. But I also need to remind us all that the academic space is a space that's supposed to be a space whereby we share our ideas, the multiplicity of ideas. And then the Hebrew University is sending me a letter telling me that this academic institution, which is the Hebrew University, is a Zionist institution, which means if my narrative is an anti-Zionist and my narrative is a clearly anti-Zionist, I am calling for abolishing Zionism because I see it as very violent towards the people and as causing criminalities, and therefore I look at state criminality. And the fact that a university is not only sending me a letter, it's the dean of the School of Social Work actually called my students, and he told them in a very forceful manner that I'm out, that I have no place at the Hebrew University, which was my academic institution for the past 30 years. This is a place where I taught, where I did the research. The question remains whether what is teachable, what should be written, what is publishable, what we can speak as scholars that are studying state criminality as opposing to what is going on, as opposing to what the state is doing. I think, Amy, you see it today clearly in Gaza. What is going on today in Gaza when babies are dying decomposed in incubators, and I write about unchilding, I write about the attacks on children, I write about the attacks on communities. What we see in Gaza, turning it into a collective grave, is really very telling. It's really the culmination of a very, very, very violent ideology. So I guess it's time to reconsider the Zionist ideology, because it started since the early 90s with violence, with dispossession. Rami, a 12-year-old from Mukhayyam Shafat, was shot and killed without even a reason. He was playing It's Ramadan. So what I explain in my book on unchilding is that, number one, our children are political capital in the hands of the state. The state looks at them and clearly define them as non-children. They can be killed, they can be incarcerated, you can prevent them from studying. And you see, again, the culmination of unchilding, you see it today in Gaza. But look at occupied East Jerusalem. Occupied East Jerusalem, the number of children that were arrested, that were incarcerated, the number of children in the West Bank, in Hebron, and so on. So childhood in Palestine requires a different critical lens.